What's happening, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing so well out there. So we actually have a really exciting video today. As you guys can see, we have the brand new Crucial T705 1TB drive, and really what I want to do today is I actually want to put it up against the Samsung 990 Pro 1TB drive and pretty much go over the read and write speed differences and even look at thermals on both of these drives. Now, this drive, the 1TB, it's a little spendy. It came in at $190. Now, the Samsung, I believe, comes in around, I think it's like $115. They're a little bit cheaper. Now, this Crucial 1TB drive is supposed to be pretty much one of the fastest drives on the market, guys, hitting 14,000 megabytes per second, which is absolutely insane. Like, that's a lot. Now, the 2TB is slightly faster than the 1TB, but I wasn't spending $300. It was actually a little bit over $300 on, a 2TB drive to get. Like I said, I already have a terabyte in here. Now I have another terabyte. Like, basically my goal today is to just give you guys the main differences between speed and see the thermals, Now, the system that I'm running is I have one of the best motherboards out. It's the Asus ROG Strix Z790 Apex Encore. Now, for all of you guys out there that don't understand the difference between PCI 4.0 and PCI 5.0, you only want to buy this drive if you have PCI 5.0. If you don't have PCI 5.0, don't even waste your money on this drive. Like, save your money and buy the Samsung for like $70 or $80 cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. You do have to have the PCI 5.0 to actually utilize these speeds. It is really crazy to me, though, that this is, they say it's 13,600 megabytes. The 2TB is actually rated at 14,500 megabytes per second, but 1,500 megabytes per second is not really that big of a deal. But is it actually going to be getting double the read and write speeds as the 990 like they claim right here? So anyways, guys, let's jump into the benchmarking. I'm not going to keep talking. Let's just show you guys the results. Also, if you guys enjoy the content today, make sure and subscribe to my channel. That'd be kind of cool. All right, everyone. So what we're going to do, we have the 990 Pro 1TB currently in the computer right now. Now, this is a really cool software, Crucial. I recommend you guys get with the picture and make something like this. Now, I'm going to show you guys that I have performance. I have it on full performance mode right here. So when you get an M.2, the 990 Pros or the 980s, you want to come in here and actually turn full power mode on so you can actually utilize the full speed. Now, let's go over to the benchmarks, and here was my previous read and write speed test. Now we're going to do another read and write speed test, and we're going to see what we get. Now, obviously, you guys can hopefully see that. That is 6,800 sequential read and 6,400, almost 6,500 write. So we're going to do another one just to show you guys that this is what it's getting. And then maybe we'll do one more after that. And then we'll pop in the Crucial, and we'll see what that does. All right. Now, this also just tells the temperature too, which is really cool. So it's at 53 degrees right now. Now, obviously, after our benchmark test, it's going to go up. I don't think it goes up real time. I think it's after the benchmark test it goes up. All right, so we just got done with the second test. Hope you guys can see that. It came in a little bit faster than my previous test. So 6891 megabytes per second for sequential read and 6560 for the sequential write. Now let's go back and see what the temperature is. Oh, well, it's not even that hot. All right, anyways, let's do another one. Let's do one more. Let's get this thing going. So we'll do one more, and then we'll go back, and we'll see what the temps are, and we'll see what the speeds are. All right, so we just finished up. We just finished up the second test, and sequential write is a little better. Let's move this. Okay. So yeah, here's the second one that we have. Well, third if you're counting the previous one. But yeah, it's getting like a consistent around 6,800 read and 6,500 write. So let's go check the temps. Jumped up a little bit. It's really not that hot though. All right, everyone. So we are installing the new Crucial T705, and there's my 4090 liquid cooled. And you don't really have a lot of space in there, as you guys can see. This slot right here is where it's going to be going. All right, everybody, so we just got it installed, and just a pointer for all of you guys that are installing this new Crucial M.2 into your motherboard. Now, with how thick the heatsink is on this little clip right here is not going to work to clip in the M.2. It's not going to work. The heatsink's too thick. So you have to use a screw. Now, I found one of these in my motherboard. It was a spare, and we were able to just get it screwed in. So yeah, it's unfortunate that you have to do that, but I had to do that in order to get it in. Anyways, let's start her up. And let's boot from, we're gonna install Windows 11 back on this machine. Hopefully it picks up the M.2. It should recognize it. We're in lane 1, which is PCI 5.0. So make sure you guys are putting this in the M.2 1. Okay, sweet. So it's picking it up. Let's go into the BIOS and let's boot from the flash drive. And let's install. Let's see, where are we at here? Let's go here. All right, save and exit. So I just picked priority. All right, everybody. So I just kind of got done finishing installing drivers. I pretty much installed all the drivers, chipset, LAN, audio, the whole 9 yards. Now, Crucial does not have any current drivers for this drive, so that kind of irritates me a little bit. And also the interface that they have is just, I don't know. The interface that they have on their website is just, or with their software, is just ridiculous. So, but anyways, let's do some read and write testing, and let's compare it to the 990. So right now we're at 59 degrees, so a little bit warmer than the Samsung. And I've kind of been doing some stuff too, so it might jump up. But let's start the test, and let's see what this thing gets for read and write. Oh wow! Holy crap! Jeez. Well, that's already a massive jump over what I got on the Samsung. Got about 60. I think we got a 6,800 read on, so over double the read performance. Now, I do recommend, if you do get this drive, to keep an eye on firmware, just to make sure, like, they will update the firmware for these drives. So just like Samsung does on theirs, they're always coming out with newer firmware. But right now, for some reason, this temperature over here, it doesn't update real time. So is this like a refresh or something on here? Oh, there is a refresh. Huh, that's cool. So after it gets done with this test, we're gonna do a refresh and we're gonna see what the temperature is. But I can't even believe the read though. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Should be almost done. Yeah, that's nuts. 13,195 megabytes per second write speed. So yeah. So let's refresh this and let's see what the actual temperature is. Wow. So the temperature is 76 degrees, which, like, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of scares me a little bit. But I mean, I've seen videos. Obviously, this thing runs hot. The only thing that I'm like kind of worried about is like my M.2 port itself. But like I said, I mean, this thing was obviously designed to run, to get hot, you know? So, yeah, that's I mean, the performance is definitely, I mean, you're getting a lot more performance. But it's just kind of like, is it worth it to you guys to pay $70 more to get, you know, that kind of performance? Is it really going to benefit you? So, I mean, I would recommend, if you're doing a lot of video editing, you're moving big videos over to different drives, and you're doing photos, and you're moving them, and everything like that, I would recommend, you know, this could benefit you. But if you're just a gamer out there, like, this isn't really going to benefit you much at all. I would stick with 4.0, just because, like, 4.0 is still really good. So, anyways, guys, let's try and do another test here. Alright, guys, so I let it cool down for a few minutes here. Let's do a refresh and let's check the temps. So it's at 62 degrees right now. We let it sit for maybe 15 minutes, just like I did on the Samsung. Now let's go back. Let's do another test and let's see. Now this is the quoted write speed from Crucial. That's what they claim, right at 10,000 megabytes per second write, and they say up to 13,500 read. So that's up to. So let's try it again. And this is take two. I believe we did 2 tests on the Samsung, I believe. But yeah, definitely big improvement in performance. I mean, you're getting double the read speed and about 400 megabytes, 4,000 megabytes over the write speed. It's pretty impressive. But the question is it worth it for you guys to buy this? Is it actually going to benefit you? I mean, do you even have a PCI 5.0 slot? You know what I mean? Because that's another thing. You got to have a PCI 5.0 slot. Do a little refresh right here on the, I'm gonna let this run, but I'm gonna do a refresh on the temperature over here in the red. Function refresh. So look at that, it jumped from 62 to 73. So definitely is getting hot. I think it's really normal though for it to run in low 70s. I've heard some people say there's hits like almost 90. So we do have pretty good airflow here. So, $73 degrees, run almost 10,000, but not quite. But, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, obviously it's getting warmer. Let's look at what the temperature is. And it's still going too, but wow, look at that. 78 degrees. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to be honest with you. And guys, like, we have good airflow here. Like, look at this. Like, this thing is opened, and it has the heatsink on it. And on the bottom of that, on the bottom of the M.2, we have the heat tape. Like, we have that on there. The heat resistant, like, it's kind of like a thermal paste, kind of, but it's not. So that's kind of crazy to me that it's this hot. Like, that's a little scary. It did drop a little bit, but yeah. So anyways, I mean, that's pretty much gonna do it for the video. The temperatures, the read and write speeds. It's not done, but it's we'll wait for it to complete. I mean, nonetheless, you're still getting, I mean, even if it loses a little bit of performance getting warm, you're still getting, you know, 3,000 to 4,000 megabytes per second more write speed than the 990. Now, is it running a little bit warmer? Yes,
but at the end of the day, you're still getting that, you know, performance. I just don't know if it's going to be worth it to people to spend the extra money to actually get it. So you guys let me know what you think. Anyways, guys, that is going to end the video for today. Let me know what you guys think of the video, and what you guys think of not only the video, but what are your thoughts on this drive? Is it worth it? Are you gonna buy it? What drive are you guys using? Anyways, we will see you in the next one. Peace.